Grand rising and priming powerful beings. Shout out to you. It's the Holistic Motivator. Today I'm going to be talking about priming yourself to experience life how you want it. So what does that mean? Priming yourself to experience life how you want it starts with understanding that you are in control. Let's say this affirmation 3 times. I am in control. I am in control. I am in control. I am not in control of what experiences happen in my life, but I am still in control. I am in control. I am not experienced of the experiences that happen in my life, but I am in control of how I happen. I want you to keep saying this to yourself, because the more you notice, the more you will be able to get yourself out of low places. The more you notice, the more you are able to understand that don't let your thoughts convince you that you are your thoughts. So priming yourself to a state of positivity, priming yourself to experience life the way you want it, is understanding that you can choose how you experience your life. Sometimes we feel like life is a burden. Waking up is a burden. And comparing yourself to other people have. So if comparison is what your thing is, you've been comparing yourself to other people and what other people have, you have to transform that. So priming yourself to experience the life you want has to do with understanding that you got power in how your life goes and what's going rampage in your mind. Most people don't actively create anything. They just passively suffer what they're not creating. Most people don't actively create what they want in their life. They passively suffer what they are not creating. And sometimes it's just subconscious. You are suffering what you're not creating, not because you're consciously suffering it, but you're subconsciously wishing more for your life rather than consciously grabbing on more for your life. So what do I mean by that? Some days I suffer the thought of where I can be if I took action on. I'm looking at myself, I'm looking at my gifts, I'm looking at my talent. I'm like, bruh, you are so talented, you are so gifted, you are so powerful, these powerful words. And then I look at the results and I'm like, oh, look at the results and look at me. And then in comparing the results, sometimes I'm like, whoa, me. But then most times I'm like, whoa, it's me. It's me that has to get stronger. It's me that have to get better. It's me that have to be effective in how I go about my routine every day that's going to get me to the level that I want. So now, instead of passively suffering what I'm not creating, I am actively creating what's going to create my wellness. What's going to create that sense of motivation to get up every day. So what is it that I want to do with my life? Do I want to speak on stages? Do I want to reach millions of people? Do I want to release motivational mixtapes? Do I want to have a TV show? Do I want to create a tech platform for healers? What is it that I want to do? And how can I get myself in a certain way that I'm becoming the type of person that can carry that out, and I'm doing the actions that will create that? So how do you get yourself out of a state of fearing failure? How do you get yourself out of a state of fearing success? How do you get yourself out of a state of you blaming, bashing yourself, feeling bad about the things in your life that you currently don't have? You got to prime yourself to that state. You got to wake up and speak yourself to that state. You got to speak some power into your life, one. But then again, you got to take action. So priming yourself to experience the life that you want first starts with you defining the life that you want. Not letting the life you don't want define you, but defining what it is, visualizing what it is. this rising doing rising prime, one of the things that we did collectively was, as we did some of the qigong, slowing down our brain waves, we then visualized the life that we want to create. So in my vision, I saw myself traveling around the world, speaking in front of a lot of people. I saw myself signing some books. I saw myself like taking planes. I saw myself having beautiful experiences with people. I saw myself in nature. I saw myself just at peace, just elevating the aura of just like raising the frequency and vibration of everybody that I come across. I'm seeing myself in it. Therefore, I'm actively putting that in my mind's eye, I'm imaging it in, I'm creating it. So guess what? Sometimes when you don't have the energy to act towards your dream, you got to solidify the dream more. You got to visualize the dream more. You got to believe the dream more. But you got to get in yourself in a state of gratitude to be able to do that. A lot of times the reason why we don't have what we want is because we're not grateful enough for what we currently have. A lot of times what we're missing is not things. A lot of times what we're missing is not results, but it's gratitude. It's gratitude for the gift that you have. Sometimes, look, when you have ultimate gratitude to the Creator, you're not going to slap the gifts that God gave you away because of your lack of obedience. When you are in gratitude for what God gave you and you say, God, thank you for these gifts, you're not going to take that gift and go bury it underneath the ground. You're going to be like the servant that took those 3 gifts, multiplied it into 6. Because to those who don't use what you are given, you will lose. To those who use what you are given, you will multiply that you were given. And that multiplication will multiply your income. That multiplication will multiply your fulfillment here in life. That multiplication is going to multiply the impact that you have here on this world. Comment something in the chat real quick. Please comment, because the more you comment, the more Instagram is going to share this. What I'm saying right now is you have to multiply certain actions that's going to elevate you to another level. And the only way you do that is by every single day that you wake up. You cannot start speaking negativity into your life. You cannot start priming yourself downward towards a downward spiral because you don't believe. You don't believe it's possible for you. You're speaking these thoughts of fear. Well, if I get there, this might happen. No, I need you to eradicate those thoughts of fear, because the more you put fear in your body, is the more you're running away from the courage to act. So I need you to stop being fearful and start having a faith. We have to transmute your fear into faith. Every single day you have to build your faith. Faith is not you seeing something in front of you and you saying, oh, because I see it, I can achieve it. Faith is, I don't even see it, but because I see it in me, I am going to become the type of person that can achieve it. Faith is not necessarily you have everything working in your favor. Faith is you're in spite of everything not working in my favor, today I'm going to choose to favor the best way of being. That's faith. Most people think like faith is when like, yo, everything is going good, is when I can see the possible end result. Faith is you not being able to see the result, but you say, I'm going to do this anyways. You got to step on with that faith, with the spirit of courage, with the spirit of, yo, I'm going to do better. Comment in the 1 in the chat if you agree. Take some time to comment as you listen, because the more you comment, the more Instagram is going to share this. So what I'm saying is you have to have faith. You have to understand that if you're going to grow to another level, you got to make a decision that I may not see it right today, but I see it. Look, I may not see 2,000 people here in the chat. I'm going to give 100% energy like I'm speaking to 10,000 people, because every single day that I speak, every single thing that I create, every piece of music that you make, every art that you bring out, every single thing that comes out of your spirit, though it may not pay you now, though you may not reap the benefits now, but those things will come back around. So what you got to do is every single day, you got to have a faith to see things that are not in front of you as if they were. And you have to walk in that path with such power that nothing is going to stop you. Because it is in your daily walk that you create the life that you want. Somebody says, yo, what's the journey? The journey is the next step that you take. So what's the next step? Are you going to stay stagnant? You're going to sit down and say, look, I don't know what's going to happen when I get there. None of us know. We don't know what's going to happen when we get there. But we don't know what obstacles we're going to face. But what we do know is we're going to have to build character to be the type of person that could withstand all of the storms to get there. And every single day you have to prime yourself to experience life the way you want it. And the way you do that is in your thinking patterns. The way you do that is in the way you speak to yourself. The way you do that is how you feed your mind. The way you do that is the resources that you have, so you can see, look, the more resourceful you are, you see the wall. Somebody says, I don't know if I can climb that. You say, look, I'm going to go around it. I'm going to find a way to break it. If I need to go under it, I'm going to find a way. So what I'm saying is every single day you have to get yourself in a state. How do you raise your vibration to be in that state when your shoulders are rounded? How do you raise your vibration to be in that state when your energy is depleted? How do you raise your energy to be in that state when you look at your life and you think you're a failure? Guess what you have to do? You got to speak the opposite into your life. You got to move yourself out of stagnation. You got to affirm yourself out of limiting beliefs. You got to do the work every single day. You got to be in gratitude. Look, I don't have everything I want, but because I am here today, I can create. Look, I am not speaking here today because I have all figured out. I'm not coming here to speak to you here today because I am a guru, a master of this. All I'm saying is this. Every single day you have an opportunity to choose how you're going to be today. And the way that you do that is with intention and focus. What was the last time that you asked yourself, like, what is my intention for today? What's my intention? A lot of people don't set any intentions. And so randomly throughout the day, they literally just give their attention away to anything that comes because they're not really led by anything specifically. My intention today is to structure a week where my life is part automation so that I can show up better in service. So that means I'm going to do activities today that's going to set me up for a nice week, because those activities I'm going to do today is going to set up for the whole week. So I'm going to schedule stuff. I'm going to look at it as a whole, and then I'm going to implement parts of the whole into the different days. The law of totality. Today's universal divine law is the law of totality. And I'm going to share with you what that law is about soon. I had it written down up to date. The law of totality. What I'm saying is you are a piece of God. You got the same creation power of God. The law of totality says if you took a piece of a whole, the piece of the whole still has the power of the whole. So I don't care, but you have to be in consciousness. You have to be connected with. So guess what I'm saying here today? Have you lost your connection to the divine? Have you lost your connection to God? And somebody says, what do you mean by that? Look, losing your connection to God is not that you stop going to church. Losing your connection to God is that you're running away from your own temple. Losing your connection to God is that you're not giving homage to the Creator. Losing your connection to God is you're simply depending on your abilities. So you look at your mishaps, you look at your troubles, you look at your obstacles, you look at your flaws, you look at the people in your life, and then you say, oh, based on my abilities, I can't handle this. No, guess what? You have to say, look, based on my God abilities, I can handle anything. Look, the reason why you're not fortifying yourself to a level where you can transcend any situation is because you're looking solely at your ability. You're forgetting the law of totality. You're forgetting the fact that you are a piece of God. And guess what? That God is the peace in you, because you are a piece in God. And the more you walk in that godly power and stop seeing yourself as a peasant in these streets, is the moment you start to walk with that power. Is the moment you speak things into existence. Is the moment you can move your spirit out of a state of depression. Is the moment you can move your state out of a spirit of sadness. Is the moment you could take yourself from lows into high, because you ride the wave of the divine. Every single day you have to make a determined, deliberate effort that I'm going to prime myself to be powerful today. You're like, yo, Ed, this is a powerful speech. I said today I am going to be of service. I said today I don't care how I'm feeling. I don't care where I'm at in my life. I'm going to be of service today. I'm going to bring my gift out here today. I said every single day that I wake up, I am going to do the best that I can. And guess what? That's what I'm doing. It may look like an Instagram video today, but this Instagram video today is a speech in front of 10,000 tomorrow. This Instagram video today is a chapter in my book. This Instagram video today is much bigger than it seems. It's me instilling some power into somebody's spirit. I don't know when somebody's going to listen to this. I don't know when somebody's going to watch this. But what I know is on June 20th, 2022, Edward Giles, a.k.a. the Holistic Motivator, showed up. He showed up and he delivered something. Look, your deliverance from the anguish, sadness, pain, or depression that you've been hindering, that's been lingering in you, is because you have not delivered what God gave you to deliver. Sometimes your deliverance is on the other side of what you were meant to deliver. And because you're not delivering the gift that God gave you, you're not being delivered from feeling horrible. So what I'm saying here, you have to prime yourself to a positive state. You got to say, today is the day that I transform my life. And every single day, you got to do this. Okay? So what is your intention? What is your intention? And what are you going to give your attention to today? How are you going to be? How are you going to walk? Are you going to be pissed off and frustrated? Do you decide, I'm going to be in gratitude today? I'm going to be in peace today. I'm going to smile at people today. I'm going to look at my neighbor and say, it's going to be a great day. Pick it up. I'm going to truly be myself today. I'm not going to walk like a zombie today. Today, I'm going to be who I am. I'm going to move today. I'm going to do yoga today. I'm going to do qigong today. I'm going to walk today. I'm going to eat healthy today. I'm going to juice today. I'm going to speak life into my life every single day. You have to decide what you're going to do and how you're going to be, because you have the opportunity to prime yourself to experience life the way you want it. You have the opportunity to prime yourself to experience life the way you want it. This morning I woke up. I was on Zoom, rising and priming. And I'm like, bruh, ain't that much people on Zoom with you. I said, we got up to rise and prime. I said, how long you been doing this? I said, we got up to, I was looking at my profile. I was like, bro, what you posted 4,000 times to get 7,000 followers. They posted 759 times to get 20,000. I was like, yo, we're not comparing. I was like, what? Do I need to post 40,000 times? Do I need to post 80,000 times? I'm like, you got 300 episodes of your podcast out. I was like, when am I going to reach 600? Look, don't let the numbers deter you from what you are brought here to do. Look, your deliverance is on the other side of what you're delivering. And sometimes what you're delivering is going to deliver somebody else. So that means look, you're holding on to something that you need to deliver somebody else who's going to deliver more people. And God rewards you because the law of totality says he is a piece of me. She is a piece of me. And look how much peace they're bringing to the world. And God said, wow, let them be more blessed. You will be blessed when you act according to what you were brought here to deliver. You will be blessed. And you will be blessed when you bring what you were here to deliver. You will be blessed. Stop hiding it away. Stop making I'm not ready an excuse. Stop hiding it away. Look, stop hiding that thing away. I used to look at myself and say, but can I do this? Am I ready yet? I was like, do I know enough? Is my life where I want it to be? I said, bruh, your life is not going to be where you want it to be till you do what you know you were brought here to do. And I had to look at myself in the mirror. I had to transcend my experiences. I had to transcend what was going on in my life that I didn't think was good enough. And I had to say, bruh, you are good enough. And then I transcended from being good enough to, bro, you are great. Then I transcended to be from great to like, bro, you are powerful. And then every day I started walking in that power. And I wake up sometimes and that power of record allows me to see my weaknesses. And I said, how can I get stronger? Look, that light allows me to see the dark parts of me. And I said, bro, how can I get lighter? Yo, the knowledge allows me to see the flaws in myself. And I said, how can I turn those flaws into flow? Look, every single day I know what I need to transform in my life. And I look at myself sometimes and I'm like, bro, you got to do better. But guess what? I am telling myself you got to do better.
I'm doing something to get better. I'm staying true to the routine. I'm doing what I came here to do every single day. If you want to be delivered from thinking that my life has no meaning, my life has no purpose, you got to deliver what you were brought here to deliver. And what's happening is a lot of people so stuck on what other people's thinking, how other people's going to receive them, look, I need you to stop. Look, if they are not there when you're suffering, don't let them be a block towards your bliss. If they're not going to be there for your suffering. So why are you letting them be a hindrance to your bliss? Look, don't care about anybody else's thoughts about what you're going to do with your life. You have to decide, this is my life. My life. I choose my experience. My life. Look, you can't choose other people's experiences for them. You can't do that, but you choose how you experience it. Look, sometimes I look at myself and I'm like, bruh, I would look at some of my videos and I chuckle a little bit. Oh, that's kind of funny. And then I was like, bruh, you being yourself, just be like that. And now, before it was like, yo, how can I be like this? More it's like, yo, I just need to be who I am. Because there's power in you being you. Look, you're not you when your soul's hungry. You're not you when your soul's hungry. And guess what? Your soul is not going to be fed by a Snicker bar, because that sweet will make you feel good in the moment, but it's love that you need. You're not you when your soul's hungry. When your soul is hungry, you try to bury it down in food. But what I'm trying to tell you is, the only food that's going to feed your soul is not candy. It's not chips. It's not that creamy, crunchy food. What's going to feed your soul is the food of the spirit, baby. It's the food of the spirit. And sometimes you could hear a word, the word sparks up an emotion and energy, and with the energy is what comes the freedom. But guess what? It comes from you. Freedom has to come from you. So guess what? You have to learn how to get yourself to that energy. You got to learn how to get yourself to that power state where you don't need the holistic motivator's motivation. You're like, yo, I got my own I'm self-motivated. You wake up, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you said, we going to go out today? We going to make the day the best day. Look, I know I'm dealing with some traumas and some pains that have been come back on the surface, but today, you know what? I'm choosing to forgive and grow. I'm letting go of some of that resentment. I'm choosing to evolve out of the past, because I am not a child anymore. I am a child of the Most High. I am not a child anymore. I am a king in this kingdom, and I choose how I'm going to live my life today. Look, yesterday may not have been such a great day for you. Maybe a lot of things came up. You got to speak some life into your life. Look, my Father, which art in heaven, will give me the courage and strength I need to overcome all challenges. I am stepping on the neck of this adversity. I am stepping on the neck of this depression. I am stepping on this neck of this anxiety, and I'm stepping strong with my chest up, because can nothing break me now. I am full of power. Look, when I say if you're powerful, that means you're full of power. When I say if you're successful, that means you're full of success. So you gotta bring that thing out. You gotta take the essence of your soul, put it on the platter, and deliver that into the world as your product and service. Every single day, you gotta do something with the gift God gave you. Every single day, you gotta do something with the gift God gave you, and you gotta live in that power every single day. Look, if you let what you get for showing up be the reason why you show up, you're never gonna get what you want. If you let the instant gratification be the determination whether you show up every single day in gratitude, you will not stay long enough to reap the rewards of showing up every day. I can say this because I show up every single. I don't care how it looks. I am showing up. I got something to deliver. I don't care how it looks. I am showing. I don't care if you're laughing at me. I don't care if you're moving with me. I don't care if you're judging me. I don't care if you're screenshotting me. I am showing up today. And I'm showing up the best way I possibly can. I'm showing up in my gift. I don't care if you judge me. I don't care if you don't like what I got. I am showing up today. And you have to decide that that's what I'm going to do. You look at yourself in the mirror and you're like, bro, you haven't showed up in a week. Bro, you haven't showed up in 2 weeks. Bro, you haven't showed up in 3 and 4. You're like, oh yeah, I didn't. I am showing up today, baby. Every single day, you have to realize that we don't simply build on our last. Look, we're not just building from disappointment to disappointment. We're building by setting those appointments. Look, most people, you using your disappointments and you letting them tear you down instead of setting up the appointments. You're like, bro, this person disappointed me. Well, stop going to those appointments. I need you to decide that guess what? We're going to shift the focus. Look, if you want to shift out of the shit, shift your focus. Because guess what? If you're about to crash, don't look at where you possibly can crash. Look where you want to go. What is it that you want to create today? Priming yourself to experience the life how you want it has to do with you showing up every single day. Priming yourself to experience life how you want it has to do with you having a holistic approach to your life. Look, don't just live your life. Look, jumping from one rock of an accomplishment to another rock of accomplishment to another rock of accomplishment, and in between those accomplishments, not even living. So you're jumping from accomplishment to accomplishment and you're missing the life. Don't do that. I need you to understand that life is for living and not from hitting goals. Not simply for hitting goals. So there's a balance between, I'm going for that, but at the same time, I am being this and this. So I'm like, bro, what do you get out of doing this podcast? I delivered something today. Look. If I got no coaching clients today, no speech to do, if I got no other opportunities that's going to give me money today, I started the day and I touched somebody's life. I'm already blessed. So guess what? I need you to start doing things that bless you just for doing them. I woke up today. I was doing some qigong today. I was doing the affirmations today, and at some point I was like, bruh, I wish there were more people in here. I was like, this is so powerful. I wish people would pick up what I'm putting down. Then you know what I said? That's when I shot that last reel I posted. I said, today I'm going to do the best I possibly can. I'm going to, for 15 minutes, nobody was on the Zoom meeting. I'm like, let's hit it. Let's pretend and I'm doing that. Think about it. If you're not charged up and you charged up, think about when you get charged up, how much charged up you gonna be like. If you in the studio singing and you putting that, if you working on that thing and you put in that, think about when you in the midst of 10,000. It's like everybody, we got the holistic motive. Think about that. So I'm because this preparation here. You're like, but how long you been doing this? How much people your videos reach? I'm like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. But every single day, what you gotta focus on is how do I get myself in a state where I keep going? How do I get myself in a state when I say just one more, just one more day, just one more rise in prime. Just one more year. One more. And you keep doing that thing every day. So guess what? Today, choose to make a dedication to your holistic life. Choose to decide to prime yourself to experience life the way you want it. Choose to do certain things that's going to elevate your spirit. Choose to move every day. To do some mindful movement. I recommend Qigong. Choose to affirm yourself. Choose to set intentions. Journaling. Choose to grow every single day. Choose to grow every single day. I need you to make growing so important to you that you wake up in the morning, the first thing you're like, how am I going to grow today? What area of my life am I trying to enhance? Make your study guide so important that you laid out a study plan to improve your life. Make it that much importance. Yo, it's gonna transform your life. I need you to understand that books will get you to a higher elevation point so you could see past your challenges. Books will get you in a higher elevation point so you could see past the wall. These books are going to get you a higher elevation point to see over the horizon of what's possible for you. Some people, the reason why you're living life like that, you're suffering your job, and every day you're dreading it, is because you don't think there's more. But there is more. There is more. But your current way of thinking isn't going to allow you to see more. Your current level of education may not allow you to see more. So guess what you have to do? You have to step on the books to see more. You got to step on these speeches to see more. You got to step into these rooms to see more. The more you educate yourself, the more you'll be able to see. It's a revelation process. You got the revelation, but you have to reveal it. And sometimes to reveal, you have to know what's in it. The revelation. Look, I used to think I had to memorize what I'm doing. And then when I started to live in a certain way and made learning so important and made my lifestyle so important and started to go outside and started to do qigong and started to eat a clean diet, I started to just tap into the law of totality, and now I am able to bring forth out something more powerful. So you're wondering, how do I get better in my art? Get better as a being. You're going to get connected to God closer, and God's going to put the essence of God will be in your art and align your heart to be in alignment with God, and you'll be able to create. And when I say God, I'm not talking of religion. I'm not talking of anything like that. All I'm saying is there is an infinite source of wisdom available to all of us, but we have to make ourselves in a certain way to tap into that wisdom and that source. It is not that we lack it. It's that we're so clouded that we're not tapped into it. So every single day, ask yourself, how do I tap in to the ultimate wisdom of God? And how do I make myself in such a way where I'm in alignment to do that? Every single day. And guess what? You're going to start to create something beautiful. You are. And guess what? It doesn't always look like the way you want it to look. By the way, if y'all tapping into this, y'all text Ed Talk to my number if you want to get reminders for this and you want to get daily text messages. Text Ed Talks to 561-510-9605. This is a podcast, and all the full replays are available underneath the Holistic Lifestyle Tribe, where you can get access to all the replays of the podcast. However, you can get shorts by going to edtalksdaily.com. You'll be able to watch a portion of the podcast there. But if you want to get added to the Holistic Text Tribe to get empowering text messages to support you in holistic living, text the word EdTalks to 561-510-9605 to send your automated message, in which you're going to then click the link, register. That way you can opt in. This is the way of you saying, I give you permission, and then I'll send you text messages daily. And now, back to the message. Priming yourself to experience life how you want it has to do with a dedication to discipline. Has to do with a dedication to your routine. And I want to shout out Earth and Water. Shout out to you. Shout out to Ryan, One Liberty. Shout out to Samenia. Shout out to Chelsea. Shout out to everybody that tapped in here today. Share this episode to somebody after if it's beneficial. So, one of the best ways to prime yourself and experience life how you want it is with something called Rise and Prime. I'm not sure if you've heard this before, but every single day I host a daily rising routine called Rise and Prime. Grand Rising Queen. And Rise and Prime is one of the best ways to get yourself in a positive state. We do that through mental health check-in, certain questions to check in and set your intention. We do that through mindful movement, which is qigong. So I teach you science of longevity, how to enhance your life force energy through breath, visualization, rotational movement, and slow movement. And then next, personal development. You saw how I just spoke some power into your life. Imagine you getting that every single day. You're gonna soak in some of that good ass prana bait every day. You're gonna get some of that good ass energy. You know what I'm saying? So every single day I bring it. And the days that it's not there in me to bring, I know that the tribe brings it and that elevates me. So I totally recommend that you join this Rising Prime Monday or Friday. It's going to be really powerful. Just go to risingprime.co, or you can text the word RISE to that number below. Go to risingprime.co or text the word RISE to that number below. You're going to be able to access it Monday and Friday for free. That's when you're not yet part of the tribe. So if you want to just simply try it out, go register for this upcoming Friday. Go to riseandprime.co. It's one of the holistic rising routine to get yourself going in a positive direction. So no matter what you're trying to overcome, you need to set some time for yourself in the beginning of the day before anybody else distracts you, to get yourself centered, to get yourself at peace, to feel what you feel so you can release it in order to heal, to feel what you feel so you can transmute it in order to heal. Then you need to grow. Then you need to put on your mind what you want to accomplish for that day. Then you want to speak some power into your life. This is a way that some of the most successful people in the world start their day with a holistic rising routine, and that's why they're able to create the type of life that they create. So whether or not you want to be successful in business, you have to understand that the first business is the business of you. You must learn how to be successful internally. So that's what a holistic rising routine is going to do for you. It's going to help you be more successful because you're full of it. So by cultivating it, by setting up time for it, and all I do is I help get you in that routine. And if you do it long enough, consistently, you get build the habit. And then after doing that, you're gonna build a habit that's gonna last you forever. Where you're always waking up early, where you're rising and priming in your own way, right? Where you're building these holistic habits and practicing those holistic practices to help you get to another level. So if you are interested in Rise and Prime, just comment below. I'm ready. I am ready to rise and prime. So I know I get a head count how many people's interested. And guess what? If you send me a DM, I'm gonna give you free access to try out the community, free basic trial. You're gonna be able to see how it looks like, how everything is organized. So you can have a holistic health support system. A lot of people don't have a holistic health support system. They don't have a tribe. They don't have a community to help empower them. If you're a healer, wellness entrepreneur, it's great to have a community to help empower you. So if you're interested, comment below I am interested, or text RISE to 561-510-9605. Join us every Monday and Friday for free. And when you're ready to join the community, you can join us Monday through Friday by going to riseandprime.co. So this is one of the best ways to prime yourself to experience life the way you want to. So that's my message, and I'm sticking to it. Until I see you in the next Rise and Prime, I wish unto you a great day. Stay blessed. Stay in your power. Be sure to subscribe to this podcast by visiting edtalksdaily.com or texting the word edtalks to 561-510-9605. I appreciate y'all for tapping into this. Appreciate it was great to be able to serve you today, and we'll keep serving you if you let me.